My good buddy Al always tells me that I leave my chains without sharpening them for too long, and that's why I always got dull chains. So I just put a new chain on my saw here about a week ago. I don't know, I cut a little bit of wood with it. So he tells me the secret to a long living chain is to keep it sharpened often. So I'm gonna try and do that. I had bought this fancy saw sharpening thing from my local chainsaw dealer here in town, and they told me this is the next best thing since sliced bread, and I can't figure it out. So I just took the sharpening utensils out of that tool, and I'm just gonna do it myself here, as I always have. Like I said, this blade is this chain is relatively new, so it hasn't cut much. I don't know if anybody's got any secrets or tips for sharpening chainsaws. I'd love to hear them, because it's something that I really know nothing about, and am kind of learning as I go. Like I said, for Kelsey and I, a lot of this stuff that we're doing now is new to us. We Kelsey grew up on an acreage just outside of town with a school teacher for a mom and a dad that managed the local grocery store. I grew up in a oil patch town where my dad was working on service rigs his whole life, and my mom ran a day home. So us taking on this new lifestyle is a big learning for us, and I've been watching a lot of farm vlogs online, and kind of getting some of my tips and tricks from those. Some of my favorites are the Stony Ridge Farm, and then of course Mr. Judy. He does a lot of regenerative farming, which is something that I kind of want to do. Treat our land well, so that hopefully my kids will have it to enjoy it, all future generations. So this is a learning for me. A lot of this stuff is. I hope maybe somebody will watch our vlog and learn something, and hopefully you guys can provide tips and tricks, and it's all an adventure. That's what life is, and I think we all, as the human race, get to experience different things in our lives, and that molds who we are and what we want to do with our life. So what the heck, right? We, kind of the goal for our little farm here is we want to focus on purebred Highland cattle. So like I said, we've got 5 so far, 4 heifers and a young bull. So I think that's a good start. And then of course we got our chickens for all our own eggs. We want to do enough turkeys to produce turkey eggs, and then of course turkey to eat. Last year we butchered, or last summer we butchered, I think it was like 40 meat birds, which was nice to always have fresh chicken. Our whole family are hunters, so we live off wild game. We don't purchase very much meat at all. Kelsey planted a pretty good sized garden last year, so we've been eating all our own potatoes and carrots and all that good stuff. And I guess depending where things go, we will probably need less wild meat, because we're gonna maybe have some of our own beef with our cows and stuff here. So we'll see where that all goes. Okay, well, I'm ready to head out and cut some trees, so I'll chat to you guys out there. Alright, so this is what we're gonna buck up here for firewood. Stella's gonna go in there and check it out for me. We had to plow a little snow to get in here because the old trailer doesn't pull that good. We don't have a tractor or nothing, so our quad here, I mean, it hauls hay, it plows snow, it does a lot for us. So I'm gonna get everything all set up. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna start by knocking off a bunch of these limbs, and then we'll start cutting. It's always sad to see a tree like this fall down. As you can see, we've got quite a few real nice big trees on our property here. This is a tree that fell down last winter, is what the previous owner told me. So I hope to turn it into some firewood. And yeah, trusty Stella out, checking everything out. All right, we'll chat in a minute. While I'm out here doing this work here, I got to keep a close eye on Stella, because she's smelling all kinds of things. And one thing you can tell is that porcupine has been in here chewing up this fallen timber. And you know, that's something we've seen a lot of here at our place since we've moved in, is porcupines. And thankfully Stella's only acquainted herself with one, and so we had a whole bunch of quills to take out of her and stuff, but it seems like she's been good at staying away from them since. I just like to really watch her. It's a cool old tree. You know, it's big, old. I know they say that you can count how old a tree is by the rings it has. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, this tree has seen a thing or two. I spend a lot of time out in the bush because I enjoy it so much, and you know, you get along the river valleys and stuff, and you see some pretty big old trees, and you know they've been there hundreds of years, and it'd be pretty cool to, hear the stories that they would have to tell, because they've seen the world go through a lot of things. So, okay, I'm gonna keep cutting. We'll chat at you all later. Well, I guess that's it for the day, for our vlog. Like I said, I am right now fighting off the COVID, and I'm on quarantine, so I'm away from work. And probably the worst part so far is just being tired. I don't have the energy I used to have, and so cutting up those trees just gassed me here. Decided to call her a day and started heading back to the house and got the quad stuck. So it'll stay there until I am able to recharge and get my wind back and maybe go out there and get it unstuck. So anyways, it's a nice day for a walk. Stella's leading the way as we head from the back of our quarter up to the front, back to the house. So yeah, so I hope you join us in our journey here with Jabeka Farms and our blog. And if nothing else, I think this will be a great way for me and my family to document the struggles and successes and the fun that we have here. So hop on, join us on our journey, and take care, everybody.